Have you ever felt like your life is an endless cycle, where pressures, expectations, and fatigue overwhelm everything? If you're searching for a way to break free from that loop, you've come to the right place. This is Living Peacefully channel, where we share meaningful stories and inspiring lessons that can transform your life. Don't miss a single moment of this video, because in just one moment, you could completely change the way you view life. Click subscribe and turn on notifications to ensure you never miss any valuable content from us. In-depth analysis of the pressures of modern life. Modern life, like an endless race, has become one of the greatest burdens on humanity. From an early age, we embark on a journey to find self-worth, yet many lose their way in the whirlpool of expectations that aren't truly their own. Society seems to set rigid standards of success, and anyone who strays from these norms is often labeled an outsider. From childhood, we are taught that excelling academically is the only path to a bright future. Children who fail to meet these expectations are sometimes unfairly labeled as less capable, unintentionally stripping away their aspirations and self-belief. As we grow, these pressures don't ease but instead intensify with the responsibilities of family, career, and societal demands. In today's world, work has become the focal point of everything. Long working hours, endless meetings, and ever-rising revenue targets weigh heavily, leaving little room for escape. Yet paradoxically, when we achieve these milestones, happiness doesn't come as expected. It turns out that these so-called goals are merely another cog in the wheel of an endless cycle. People often say, when you reach your desired destination, you'll realize there's nothing there but emptiness. This saying isn't meant to shut doors to the soul but rather to remind us that the true destination lies in the journey itself. Adults come to understand that happiness isn't defined by material possessions or titles. It can be found in moments spent with family, heartfelt conversations with friends, or simply a quiet evening with a warm cup of tea while watching the sunset. Yet paradoxically, we often overlook these moments, dismissing them as too ordinary in the symphony of life. How do we balance its overwhelming pressures? By cherishing the present moments, loving ourselves, and nurturing those around us. That's the answer. While we may not be able to change the burdens we carry, we can change the way we respond to them. When we learn to pause, reflect, and realign ourselves, we discover that the journey matters more than the destination. Life, in all its beauty and contradictions, is composed of the moments we genuinely live and appreciate what we have. Analysis of the importance of health. Health is not merely a fundamental aspect of life, it is the foundation upon which all aspirations, directions, and ambitions of humanity rest. In moments of peace, health seems like an inherent gift, but when illness knocks on our door, we realize it is the most precious asset we have ever possessed. When asked, would you trade all your wealth for health? The answer often lies in our daily experiences. Money, fame, or power become meaningless when one loses the basic abilities to enjoy life, to walk, to breathe, or simply to rest without pain. We only understand the true meaning of exhaustion when our bodies no longer have the strength to endure a long day. In silent funerals, we often hear regrets like, if only I had taken better care of myself earlier. These are not mere remarks but warnings that every one of us should heed. During the pandemic years, how many people fought relentlessly for survival? How many families witnessed the stark contrast between wealth and the hope for life? Tragically, we spend so much time chasing the intangible and sacrificing what is tangible. Only when we lose our health do we realize that the paintings on the walls, the countless meetings in high-rise buildings, or the far-off business trips are but fleeting parts of life that can never compensate for what we have lost. People often joke, good health means never having to see a doctor. However, this is merely the surface. True health comes from understanding the limits of our bodies, respecting its periodic needs, and responding when it calls for attention. It's not about stockpiling medicine or relying on healthcare professionals. It begins with small habits: eating well, exercising regularly, and maintaining an optimistic mindset. Ultimately, the importance of health lies not in what it is, but in how it empowers us to face life. Health is the most solid ground we can stand on during life's journey. Each person, amidst the weight of pressure and busyness, must remember that no skyscraper or valuable asset can compare to a healthy body and a tranquil mind. Prioritize health because it is the greatest treasure we are given. Analysis of regrets before death. At the end of life, when facing death, people often realize that the greatest regrets are not about what they did wrong but about what they left undone. Sadly, these regrets only become clear when all doors of time have closed. In those final moments, when the boundaries of society, work, and status fade away, we confront our true selves. Then, small things like a heartfelt conversation, a leisurely day with family, or a trip with friends become treasures we can never buy back. In a book about the regrets of the dying, the authors highlighted common regrets that anyone could find relatable. It's not the failures at work or the lack of money but the unfulfilled desires. The longing to live authentically, no matter how big or small, becomes the most poignant regret. One of the greatest regrets is losing moments of closeness with loved ones. In the pursuit of distant goals, we often forget that a loving word, an evening chat, or even a simple walk can be the greatest gifts we give. Some, in their final breaths, realize that these moments of love were the ultimate remedies they left behind. Additionally, when discussing regrets, we cannot overlook friendships and relationships. In our younger years, friendships are often seen as natural parts of life. But as time passes, personal, family, and career obligations gradually push friendships into the background. It's only when standing at life's final threshold that we understand how genuine and simple relationships give meaning to life. Regrets before death also reflect missed opportunities. How many times have we let fear of failure or hesitation prevent us from pursuing our dreams? Unfulfilled dreams, journeys never taken, or apologies left unsaid all become burdens on the heart when we no longer have the chance to make things right. The greatest regret isn't about what we did but what we didn't dare to do. As someone once said, life isn't measured by the years we live but by the moments we truly live. Often, we get caught in society's whirlpool, where success is defined by wealth and prestige. Yet, at the end of the journey, what makes us smile or cry are the connections, love, and courage to live authentically. In the final moments, we don't regret not taking on another big project or earning more money. Instead, we regret not spending more time with family, not loving ourselves enough, and not daring to live our dreams. Pause and reflect on what truly matters. Life is a gift, and the most valuable thing we can do is live so that there is nothing left to regret. Reflecting on life reveals that true value isn't measured by what we accumulate but by how we experience and love. The final lesson reminds us that each passing day is a page in the book of our lives, and we are the sole authors deciding its meaning. In a world built on aspirations of fame, wealth, and accomplishments, we often forget the simplest yet most precious moments. A shared smile, a family meal, or something as small as a morning greeting can fill the heart with abundance. In the end, when distant dreams fade and unreachable goals lose their allure, what remains are the intimate moments and the love we've shared. Imagine life as a garden. In this garden, The most beautiful flowers aren't always the ones glowing with radiance but those we have personally planted and nurtured. Each day, we sow seeds, kindness, gratitude, or a smile toward another. At the end of our journey, what truly satisfies us isn't the harvest's quantity but whether our garden is filled with the blooms of love. Ultimately, the most important lesson is to live fully in each present moment. No matter who you are or the circumstances you're in, there is always something to cherish. One day, when you look back, let it be the beautiful memories that shine brightest, not regrets. The story of the man and the empty box from Buddha carries a profound and soul-stirring message. At the critical moment of human existence, when the man stood before Buddha after his death, he was handed a box, a symbol of everything he had lived and accumulated. Upon opening the box, he found it empty. Buddha gently said, "Nothing in this world truly belongs to you except the moments you have lived." This simple yet powerful story awakens us to the essence of life. In our journey, as we chase after wealth, fame, and power, we often forget the most important moments slipping by. At the end of the journey, when we look back, we cannot carry with us the things we tirelessly pursued. We are left only with the moments we genuinely lived. Imagine each day as a blank page. We have the freedom to choose what to write, and what is written becomes the memories we carry to the end of our lives. Some people spend their entire lives writing about schemes, competitions, or grievances. But when the empty box is placed in their hands, they realize those things carry no weight and only burden the journey they must leave behind. The lesson about focusing on the present is not merely a caution but also a loving reminder. Time is an invaluable resource, but it is also merciless. When we trade each moment for things that don't truly matter, we can never reclaim those precious moments. Simple moments like watching the sun rise, speaking a kind word, or spending a cozy evening with family are the most precious gifts we place in our box. The story of the man and the box reminds us that life isn't just about existing, it's about experiencing, savoring, and sharing. Every day is a miracle, and how we embrace, cherish, and use those moments will define our entire journey. Learn to enjoy the present because it is the only thing we truly have in our hands. Ultimately, when reflecting on life, we realize that the most important values are not measured by the wealth we accumulate or the prestigious titles we hold but by how we live and experience each moment. Every individual, in their journey, may have moments worth forgetting, but what we hold onto in the end are the moments where we truly found happiness, often simple yet profoundly meaningful. In the book of life, we are the sole authors deciding how each page will unfold. Will those pages be filled with regrets or with beautiful memories etched deep in our hearts? The answer lies in how we live today, at this very moment, with the utmost sincerity in our souls. Life is not a race, it is a journey where each person has their unique destinations. Along the way, we do not need to compare ourselves with others, for each moment holds a unique value for us. Instead of chasing societal norms of success, seek happiness rooted in the things we truly cherish. The greatest lesson in life is to live fully, generously, and sincerely. Treat those around you as if it is the last time you will meet them, for every act of love we give becomes the greatest mark of a life well lived. Regardless of what tomorrow holds, today is a gift, and how we cherish that gift determines the entirety of our journey. Live like a gardener, sowing seeds of love and gratitude with your own hands. Over time, that garden will bloom with fragrant flowers, serving as a testament to a life well lived. When you look back, let those beautiful memories shine brighter than what you might have missed, so that you not only live with joy but also inspire future generations. In the end, when we leave this world, we take with us only the moments we have truly lived. Let life be a reminder that what matters most is not how long we live but how we live.